Fellow Ristopians, welcome to Ristopia. Hoop, there it is. Hoop, there it is. A little louder. Right, let's turn this off. Right. Whoa. Hi guys, messy desk. What can we see? There's a mess. There's mess everywhere. Oh, look, I've got my Xanax here and everything. So, what's the point of this video? Well, I haven't done one for a while. So I thought I'd do a little quick impromptu one. Waffle House. That's what I should have called the channel. Waffle House. It's about the Explorer. Not specifically the Explorer 40 that we have here. That isn't 40. It's 38.5mm. Measured from above the crown to diagonally opposite. I don't think I've got a 40mm here, so I can't really compare it, but trust me, it ain't 40mm. It's called an Explorer 40, it's not 40mm. So what's the point to this video? Really just to talk about Explorer a little bit, because this, you know, having owned one and then, you know, looking at other people's videos online, a lot of people, then videos pop up and I watch a lot of people's videos, you know, all good content, guys putting some content out there, all good. Some people say some stuff I don't agree with, some people say stuff that I do agree with. I did say I was going to do a video about this specifically, which this kind of isn't. Where should we start? Guilty pleasure. They do a gold version of this. I don't think they do it in a 3940, I'm not sure, but they don't. I think it's just 36 in the two-tone, not gold, two-tone. I've got to say, I do quite like the two-tone Explorer. I don't think it should have ever been made, but I do quite like it. Will I ever buy one? No, because I just don't have the money to spend on a guilty pleasure. I'd rather buy a Submariner. But yeah, I do think I do actually quite like it. I do quite like the two-tone. I like it a lot more than a two. I was tempted with a two-tone Submariner once. But again, it's a guilty pleasure watch. It's not something that I actually really want. So there's always going to be a watch that I want more than that. Yeah, so I've already mentioned, I may have mentioned some of this before. I've already mentioned it isn't actually 40mm, which is a shame. I wish it was 40mm, but it's 38.5mm, measured from above the crown there, diagonally across to the other side of the case. Which is a big shame, because I think it just, for me, it would fit me better if it was actually 40mm, but it isn't. It's the biggest one they make. What else can I say about it? I mean, you know, I love it. I just think it could do with being a touch bigger for my wrist, but, you know, it is what it is. What else do I love about it? I love the way I'm taking it on and off. It's absolutely sublime. It just feels, everything about it, pick it up, put it on. Everything about it is absolutely stunning. I've got, you know, you've probably seen I've got quite a few watches. I may have mentioned before that I got the call for this and I was going to pass on it. It was kind of just, well, you know, yeah, there's the new 40mm Explorer. I like the fact it doesn't have a date. I like the fact it's 21mm lug width now. And I said, yeah, you know, can I, you know, have one of those? And I got a call. Actually, I didn't get a call. I got an email. That was really weird. They emailed me. Never had that before. And I was in two minds of, oh, do I really want that? So I went and you know, went down, bought it. Absolutely love this watch. Now, it's my favourite Rolex by far, and I cannot quite explain why that is. I think one of the reasons is that it doesn't have a date. I don't like date windows, and it has Arabic numerals, or numbers as some people call them. I think it's an improvement over the last one, because it's bigger lug width, bigger crown, bigger dimensions, even though not as big as I'd like them to be. But it's just that the tactility. I cannot explain to you how good this feels. Every single interaction with it is stunning. And there's just something about it being a bit plain. I mean, people have said it before. Adrian Barker's said it. It's like, oh, you know, oh, it's under the radar. I can wear this in London. And yeah. But, yeah, oh God. Yeah, they're basically all true. That's how I feel about it. You know, it's insured. If it gets nicked and I don't lose my hand, then all is good. And I'll just get the money back for it. I gave it a go. I love wearing it everywhere. I love the fact it's called an Explorer, and I take it places. And it's like, oh, my Explorer's been to Scotland. My Explorer, it hasn't been to London yet. But the London, as I call it. I used to live in London, grew up in London. I'm not scared of the London, but I just call it the London now. You could probably tell I grew up in the London because of my voice. But, yeah, I haven't lived there for, I don't know, 25 years. Don't miss it, but I pop back there, see my mates from, you know, decades gone by. Respect. Respect. But yeah, so I like the two-tone. I absolutely love this. And what else can we say about it? There's controversy about the whether it should say Explorer above or below opinion. I think it's 6 of one and half dozen of the other. It is what it is. I prefer this one because it's bigger, although not 40mm. It's got a bigger crown, which I think suits the case size more, and it's got bigger lug width, which I prefer. So all things considered, to me, it doesn't make too much difference whether the Explorer is written above or below the opinion. I know there's some etiquette with sports watches, and you know, there's some Rolex etiquette where, you know, it should be above or below the name, blah blah blah. I think that the ultimate Explorer wouldn't have a triangle at 12. It would have the Rolex crown at 12, which would work perfectly with the 369, because that just doesn't look, doesn't really, to me, a triangle there doesn't really mean much. It should be a crown. Then you don't have the crown below the, you know, there. It would be there, and it would be, you know, loomed and gold. It'd be gold surround crown, like they do on other watches. I can't, you know. I love Rolex. I'm not going to pretend that I know everything about, you know, the hierarchy and which ones have that, you know, which ones have what. I don't know what the reference number of this is. I do know the reference number of a couple of my Rolexes, but not this one. To be honest, I really don't care. I don't think that's important. But for the purpose of this video, I think that the next Explorer should have the crown at 12 o'clock. Get rid of that triangle, put the crown there, and then it will say Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Where does it say Explorer at that point? I guess it says it stays at 12. It stays above the pinion, because if you've got, now you're still going to have Rolex, aren't you? But I think it stays above the pinion. I think that the word Explorer works better. I think it's Rolex Oyster Perpetual Explorer, and it is a superlative chronometer, which is officially certified. I think that the actual text makes sense. The problem is that there's too much going on above the pinion. But if you move the crown up instead of that silly triangle, which doesn't really go with the, you know, because you've got the numerals 3, 6 and 9, which are quite complex, and then you've got a triangle. The triangle looks more like the batons, you know. It's just a shape. It's like you remember when you was a kid and you had the circles and the oblongs and the squares and the triangles, and you pop them into a. That's what that looks like. That looks like that. That looks like that. You didn't have a 3, a 6, or a 9, did you? You didn't have a 9. And then go, oh, which way is it upside? Oh, which way does it go in? I'm only 6 months old. I don't know. I'm 56 now, so I don't need a triangle at 12. But I think the crown above the pinion, crown in place of the 12 would work well. The coronet, actually. Oh, I've been keep calling it the crown. It's called a coronet. Let's get my Rolex terminology right. That's a crown. That's a coronet. The coronet should be above. Should be where the triangle is, and then I don't know. I think it's then 6 of one and half dozen of the other. I think it doesn't matter whether it says Rolex Oyster Perpetual Explorer, then superlative chronometer officially certified, or Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I think do you know what? Let's go with it. I'll tell you what it should say. I'll tell you exactly how the Explorer should be. It should have the coronet where that triangle is. Then it should say Rolex Explorer. Then it should say Oyster Perpetual Superlative Chronometer officially certified. That's how it should be. Then it will be perfect. And obviously to actually make it the size that you say it is. If it's Explorer 40, make it 40 mil. Come on, Rolex, grow up. Oh dear, I don't know, but no, they do what they do. They're their own, they're a god unto themselves. If they want to make a 40 mil watch, 38.5 mil, that's up to them. At least now I know that they do that. I know that this isn't 40 mil, so I'm on the ball now. I've got your number, Rolex. I'm gonna take my vernier calipers with me next time I get the call. Because you swizzed me on this one. I really wanted this to be 40 mil and it's 38.5, but I absolutely love it. So, I just love wearing it. It's scratched. I want it to get scratched more. I know I sound like all the other YouTubers that have said, proper YouTubers, not like just me, that have said, this is the one I love to wear. I wear it anywhere. I wear it to London, don't care. It gets scratched. I love it. But yeah, to be honest, that's how I feel about it. Absolutely love this watch. I've got my name down for a Submariner. I think that the Submariner will be better because I think the dimensions will work. I don't think that's going to have the dimensional issues that are proportional. Dimension and proportional issues that this has for me. But basically, ultimately, I think this is a dressier watch, and the Submariner's a more sportier dive watch, obviously. Although this is a sports watch. But I think the Submariner will pip it to be the ultimate one and done. But I don't think it's going to surpass this as the one that I want to pick up and put on. Now, I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I've got a lot of watches. I put a lot of them on. I think the one that put a smile on my face before this was the Tissot Gentleman, which I have 2 of. I still get a smile on my face, but this, to me, is as near to a perfect watch as I found. And no watch is perfect. I've said that the sizing could be a bit more perfect, and the dial layout, but it's pretty much there. I in terms of enjoyment for picking this up in the morning, putting it on, wearing it, taking it off, putting it down, it's absolutely superb. Well, for now, that was I wasn't going to do a video today, but I thought I'd better get one on. That's pretty much. I can't think of anything else to say about the Explorer 40. Compared to the 39, as I say, I don't ever mention it, but it has got a bigger crown, which is something that I also love, and the 21mm lug width versus 20. But that's that's personal preference. I think they've always been a stunning watch. I've always known it's been a stunning watch, but until owning one, it doesn't really sink in how fantastic it is. I'm not even I think this is the only, apart from dive watches, I can't believe I've bought a black-faced dressier watch. I'm not into black faces, really, unless it's a dive watch. But yeah, honestly, stunning watch. If you get a chance to, have a look at one, pop one on if your mate's got one. Not that I'd let my mate put my Explorer on, but that's my 2pence. I think it is an absolutely stunning watch. I've got more stunning watches than this, so it's not like I'm, showing off, or I'm just giving my opinion, which is why I wanted to make this video, really, because I think it's a legendary watch. But for now, one wrist, one legendary watch, live it.